Hey guys, today I'm going to tell you about my wheat walnut banana cake recipe. This is a very healthy cake which you can eat on a weekly basis without feeling much guilt about it. There is a meme going around that till everybody bakes a cake, the lockdown won't get over. So do try this cake, make sure you bake one and enjoy the recipe. We are going to use whole wheat for this. We are not going to use any maida. And since this is a atta cake, fully atta cake, it will take a good amount of time, about an hour to cook, because the wheat doesn't have enough gluten like maida, and it takes time for the bread structure to build in the bread to get fully cooked. So we are using all healthy ingredients except for some oil that we'll use here. We have 80 grams of walnuts for putting inside the cake. We have separately taken 40 grams of walnut for putting on top of the cake, a pinch of salt, and we have vanilla essence, we have baking powder, we have baking soda, we have a pinch of cinnamon powder, and we have 240 grams of whole wheat flour, that is atta. Here we have about 4 big bananas. These should be fairly ripe so that they are easy to mash, and we will take about 130 grams of oil. First, let's chop these walnuts. Next, we'll add some atta to this and shake them. These are the walnuts which are going to go inside the cake. The idea here is to coat the walnut. Next, let's mix all the dry ingredients together. In wheat flour, we are adding cinnamon powder, baking powder, baking soda, and the pinch of salt. We'll mix this thoroughly and set aside. Next, we take all the 4 bananas and we start mashing them with the fork, and we slowly mash them. Once the banana is mashed, let's add vanilla essence to it. And then we add about 125 grams of oil. Let's add some honey also. I prefer it less sweet, so I add 80 grams of honey. You can add up to around 100. I use a whisk to mix it up properly. I have kept my cake tray ready. This is coated with ghee dusted with atta so that the cake doesn't stick to it. Let me set my oven for 180 degrees. I have added my final batch of flour, seed flour, into the batter, and now I'll mix it. Start folding in the flour gently, and we'll add the final thing, which is the walnuts coated with flour. So finally I had to call my daughter to help me with this because I can't record and do it. I poured the batter. If you see, it is quite thick in consistency. I poured it in the cake tray, and now I'll sprinkle the walnuts that we have preserved, the 40 grams chopped walnuts for the top thing. These, after getting cooked, these are really nice. They taste very crunchy, ready to be put in the oven. Here it goes inside the oven. I'll set the timer for 1 hour. And let it cook nicely for next 1 hour. So after 1 hour, our cake is out. It has a nice crusty top. Now we can take this cake out and put it on the cooling rack. Should come out nicely, and you can let it cool for 15 minutes, but we like to have a little crust on top, so I'll put it again inside for another 10 to 15 minutes so that we get a nice crusty backside. So the cake is ready to be cut now.